Brought some beer out here today. We're gonna get some holes drilled. Alright, Bush Lake Billy, we're rolling. See yourself?
I do.
Alright, so we're at Tampier Lake today for another spot burn. Hopefully you guys are seeing these. Hopefully they're getting edited and put up.
Cook County Forest Preserve.
Cook County Forest Preserve, 131 acres.
Max depth of 10 feet. We're out here going for walleye, panfish, bluegill, crappie, anything that's gonna bite.
Brought minnows, some waxies. Went to Angler's Outlet this morning. And I'll show you guys on the map again. We're very close to the dam. There's a little finger by the dam where I like the drop off here. We're gonna start here, maybe move around. Bush Lake Billy brought a grill, so we're actually gonna be making some brats.
Yeah.
Brought some beer out here today. We're gonna get some holes drilled and some tip up set up, and yeah.
Check us out.
Usually with the shanty, I like to kick this stuff out. I got this stupid thing. I call it Big R still. Here, come over here. I got a hole over here. I got this stupid thing from, I want to call it Big R's. I know it's not Big R anymore, but it's like a quick set rig.
Yeah.
And it works kind of stupid, but we're going to try it anyway. I drilled a hole closer over here where there's drop off and woods and stuff. We're going to see if we can get a crappie. There's my hole. So, all right, so you set that thing up. I got to remember how to do this. They got like real expensive, nice versions of this.
Yeah.
This is not one of them. Here's the trick, is I gotta remember how to do this. At the kitchen table, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
So I wanna say that's it. And then when the fish pulls on this, nope. It's like you stick that through there, stick the line over it. Something like that. Probably just better luck dead sticking until I learn how to use this thing better.
That looks about right, because then it pulls out the end and then it uses the rod to, there you go.
Yeah, they can make way better, nicer versions of that, you know? Let's go jig some waxies.
All right.
Let's go jig some waxies. Hey, we got a flag.
Yeah, we
wind
do.
blew it. Definitely the wind. It's breezy today.
It is breezy. Where'd you get this one?
The shanty?
Yeah.
Guy who worked, he's retired now, but he's had it since like the mid 90s. And he was cleaning out his garage and goes, "You want an ice shanty?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd take an ice shanty." He goes, "It's an old," he described it. I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." He goes, "If you don't want it, I'm just throwing it out." I'm like, "Oh, I'll come get it."
Yep.
And so, went over and got it. Yeah, it's ugly, but it was free.
Perfect. It smells like an old tarp. It doesn't.
Yeah, definitely. We're blowing winter in. We got some below 0 days coming.
Yes, we do.
Got some single digits by tonight. So we figured, if we're gonna get any ice fishing in, it's gotta be
Today.
It's gotta be today. We're out in the middle of the day. Nobody really does good in the middle of the day, but it kind of works. We're our whole lives, you know. But I'd like to come out here with open water and see if we can get a walleye.
Caught good bass in here.
Yeah, bass and
Not
it's
easily accessible.
These forest preserve ponds just used to be better in the 90s than they are now.
Supposedly there's pike in here too. I've never caught a pike. I've never seen a pike in here.
No. These forest preserve lakes are pretty dead, but as you guys could, I guess I could take this thing off and show you. We got a lot of action going on here in the graph here. Let me just show you. We got just seeing a lot of stuff here. Let me show you. Look at all that. Look at all that. We are, like we said, in the middle of the day. The one thing I was very excited about when I woke up, it was cloudy. I'm like, oh good, we got a nice cloudy day to do this. And then it just, the clouds burned off with this cold front coming through. And
Yep.
let's see any flags.
That way it gets real shallow.
And so Tampier is a man-made lake. And we're fishing like in the river channel back in this finger. Once again, I'll put a map up here. We're kind of fishing the drop off. I thought we were a little more centered than this thing's showing, you know?
Nah, it's a little bit closer to your side.
It's,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess we are close to this, but still, I wanted to be on the drop off. Tampier is one of these. It's got walleye, crappie, bluegill, largemouth. I don't think smallmouth. You know,
Perch.
I'm sure there's. Does it have perch?
There's perch in here. I've caught a perch out of here.
So while Bill's flying the drone, the one thing I wanted to say about Tampier is there is a little boathouse here. You can come here and rent a rowboat. You can rent a canoe. I think they do kayaks now. Don't they rent kayaks?
I think they
now?
do kayaks.
Plastic kayaks. Are they still a bait shop? I haven't been in there for a long time.
I imagine they still sell bait.
Yeah, at least it always was a bait shop. So I mean, there is a lot of stuff you can do here in the summer too.
Leave you a trolling motor with the rowboat too.
I don't think they give, right? I think you can rent an empty rowboat and then you can rent a trolling motor.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I'm sure it's nice and cheap for that. But it's just something to do. Like if you guys are looking for something to do, if somebody's watching this that is like, man, how do I do some of this stuff? Well, you could always start with renting a rowboat for the day, and just bringing a family out here to see if you're boat people, if you're all day fishing people. Because this is a great little spot to do that. Not a lot of places. I think here, Maple Lake, you can rent a boat, I believe, still.
I haven't been to Maple Lake in years.
Me and Fishy Phil were out there catching crappie the one morning. The one thing about Bush Light Billy, guys, is there's always food.
Always.
Always food. Kind of ironic for a skinny guy, you know? If you're hanging around with a fat dude, I get it, but little skinny guys. Oh, look at that. Everybody, push pop. Some Bush Light Billy made us brats. But Bush? Damn good brat.
A little bit of onions.
A little bit of onions, mustard, Bush lattes, and no fish. Had a little mishap with the drill, so I got a feeling this is our last spotter, which is okay. We spent some time with the fam.
With the boys.
The boys.
And the doggy.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up, everybody.
Skunked on Tampier.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
I'm really not surprised.
Wasn't without trying, though.
So I'm not sure how I'm formatting these videos yet. If you saw this one with the video from Lamont, I did say we're going to post videos whether we catch fish or not.
Yeah.
Because it kind of lets you know the realistic expectations. The one thing with this is we did come out in the middle of the day.
Yep.
And ice fishing, everybody knows, first thing, last thing, that's, low light's usually the best. Didn't work this time, but make sure you check out Tampier. We're probably going to do an open water one here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
At least for walleye and crappie. So hoping to get some crappie. We got to start knocking some of these fish off this list.
I know. Tell me about it.
So we're going to go home, hang out, and then, see you guys next time.
Stay warm, everyone.